What's up, guys? Here is what I do and what I eat to stay in shape and good physical condition. We could buy stuff at the store like normal human, but here is the caveat. So I'm sitting next to a box that my wife is supposed to return of some protein bars that I ain't gonna eat, and I wouldn't recommend for my family to eat. I recommend you guys don't eat them either. Listen to the ingredient, okay? Peanuts, isolated soy protein, isolated soy, tapioca starch, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't take a lot of digging to find out that whatever it is, like there's like 7 major brands that own all of the other food brands that kind of make the processed soy based food that most people consume. So I don't eat pretty much any of that stuff. Like none of it. Like sometimes, I'll have French fries. I like French fries. Every once in a while, a potato chips. Like there's something delicious to me about, potato chips and having cheat days and stuff like that. But with that being said, I only do that like twice a year at best. That's it. I don't drink. So there's a lot of stuff I don't do. And I think you need to start evaluating what you do and what you don't do. So here's how I eat primarily almost all the time. I'm usually eating one meal per day. I don't eat on Wednesdays, period. Every once in a while, I eat on a Wednesday. So I'm fasting Wednesdays for about 49 weeks out of the year. Every single Wednesday I'm fasting. The other days of the week, I eat one giant meal, and that consists of a lot of meat. And then I'll eat, fruits and stuff. So dates, bananas, blah, 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 peanut butter. And I don't even do that every single meal either. But the main meal, what it consists of, is meat, and more meat. Okay, guys? So if you start to practice that, you're going to get in pretty good shape pretty quickly. Because first of all, there's only so many calories that you can eat when you're sitting down for one meal per day. The other thing too is since you are only eating one meal per day, you have to mix in good calories that are going to sustain you. And that's going to come from eating meat. And I'm not talking about eating processed meat or any of that stuff. I'm talking about getting meat from the store. So steaks and chops, not really sausages or anything like that, but steaks and chops and fish that's unprocessed, right? It's not going through the factory. They're not grinding it up and making it into a patty, making it into something that I put in the microwave. That's weird. Just meat, okay? So pork chops, chicken breast, like has to be a piece of meat that I prepare. The other thing is when you're eating meat that you prepare, okay, you're not sprinkling soybean oil, jacking it full of weird stuff. You're not frying it in things. Check this out, guys. I was looking at the ingredients of cashew nuts, like a year ago. They are fried in soybean oil when you buy them from the store. Like lots of nuts are done that way. They're not actually roasted. So what you can do is you can buy raw nuts and roast them yourself. So you're not eating that extra stuff, because the soybean oil, all that stuff is getting soaked in to your food products. When you're eating prepared food products, they're mixing all sorts of fillers into those prepared food products. So what you want to do is go get an entire pork loin and cut it yourself. Go make your chops yourself. Go make your your roasts yourself. Like cut that meat up. And you could do this, very, very easily. It's very easy. Buy steaks, cut them yourself, butcher them yourself. Like buy the full cut. It's a little bit cheaper, and then divvy it up yourself. So that way you're not, getting pre-prepared, pre-seasoned stuff at the store. I shy away from all of that all the time. Like your pre-seasoned meats, like all of that stuff. Like look at the ingredients. It ain't good, guys. They're soaking that stuff in weird oils, and that is going to go into your body. So just season it yourself, grill it yourself, cook it yourself. And primarily, if you do that, your body's going to start to change quickly. The other thing too is I don't drink. So pretty much no alcohol except once or twice a year, 3 times a year at best, like maybe Thanksgiving, Christmas, once during Easter season, something along those lines. The only times that I drink, and I don't drink to excess because you'll lose your head and it kind of makes you an unstable person. So what I suggest for a bunch of you guys that are looking to get into decent physical condition is go to the gym and lift heavy weights at least 4 to 5 times per week. My workouts are always like in that 30-minute mark. I'm just doing the basics, right? Deadlifts, squats, just the basics. Grabbing barbells, grabbing dumbbells, exercises that I do, not using the machines, almost exclusively not using machines, always free weights. And then with my my consumption of calories, I'm eating primarily meat and fruits and dried fruits and nuts. And that's where a lot of my calories are coming from. I'm only eating, my eating window, whatever you guys like to call it, is that a 22-hour mark, somewhere around there. I usually break fast per day. On Wednesdays, I don't eat. And on Sundays is the only day I quote unquote feast day it. And I'll eat after I get home from church. And I'll eat probably, sometimes I'll even have a little bit of lunch and then have a normal full-size dinner. So those are my quote unquote feast days. Other than that, I'm very, very strict with what I do. So it makes life a lot easier because I'm only consuming calories during a small window, and I have to consume good, clean calories that I know what they are. So I suggest you guys do the same. If this is helpful, share it, subscribe, whatever, out.